we're a pretty good defensive team. I was pretty confident we were going to be able to defend Xavier, but I got to give our players a lot of credit. They could have done much better than that. Excellent job on the defensive end by everybody, not just the guys guarding Terrell Holloway. We really did it by committee, making sure we stop the ball and try to keep him out of the paint, not give him layups. But it's nice to have a veteran team. We got smart players. Give them assignments like run Dante Jackson off the three-point line, don't give them standstill looks, and they do it. So I give my players all the credit. The other thing, it's quite obvious that Yancey Gates decided it was time to win the crosstown shootout. When he plays like that, two things got to happen. Number one, I got to point out to him, let's try to do that again on Sunday. But number two, we got to get him the ball when he decides to try to dominate the paint on offense. I thought the more we got him the ball, the more we got separation. Made them defend him inside, and got more points in the paint. Got ourselves to the foul line, put some pressure on their defense, settled our offense down. But he was definitely the difference on the offensive end.
Coming into this game,
how would you describe that falling away 1 foot on the floor?
We work on that all the time.
Yeah, you do. Can you put a name to that?
Yeah, it's the 270-pound fadeaway.
He said that he practices that just kind of...
Not at my sight. Practices that out of my vision.
What do you think when he takes shots like that as they're in the air?
Fortunately, it better be at the end of the shot clock.
Some of them weren't.
I don't know about that. We'll have to talk tomorrow.
Coming into the game, you've been pressing a lot, traffic in the full court. Did you make a conscious effort to have to do that tonight?
Well, we didn't want to turn them loose. Certain teams we play, we feel we can stop them, and we pick up full court. We fake trap. We had some instances where we trapped, but our game plan was to not put them in the foul line and make them score field goals. We didn't think they could get enough baskets to beat us. We just didn't think they could score enough field goals to beat us. When our defense is set, we're pretty adept defensive team, and so we wanted to press a little bit and make Terrell Holloway handle the ball, but we didn't want to turn it loose in the basket. That's so we kind of cat and mouse for our press in different games, depending on how other teams handle it. And we changed it a little bit depending on who they had in, who we had in. So we don't necessarily go run around trapping every game, but we want teams to worry about it so they have to prepare for it.
The little thing you did, sort of fake trap, I mean, it seemed a very small thing, but it seemed like it really got them out of sync. It took 5, 6, 7 seconds off the shot clock every time.
That's a big part of what we try to do. The thing about pressing, if you can press and throw them off the rhythm. Number one, Terrell Holloway misses 2 free throws late in the game, not because he's a bad free throw shooter, because he's tired. And the strength of our team is our depth. We can wear teams down, and that's number one. Number two, he shortens the shot clock and throws them off the rhythm offensively, and it stops them from maybe running the play the coach called. So if you can disrupt them from their offensive rhythm without giving up an easy basket or a wide open 3-point shot, that's what we try to do. But again, it's a little easier to do that when you have a veteran team. And that's the luxury I have this year.
Players talked a lot about being more businesslike for this game and not getting so caught up, not putting so much emphasis on it. Is that something they got from you?
Yeah.
Something you decided on?
Well, in the past, we were either such a monumental underdog because of our rebuilding situation, for the most part. And last year, we lost the game for 2 reasons. We lost our heads in the first half. We were 10 for 22 from the foul line, but I attribute that to losing your head as well. But we win that game. So, we did nothing different than we've done for any other game this year. But we've really tried to instill that all season. I talked a lot about our mental state and making sure we're ready to play on game night because of the Big East. We got to make sure you learn how to get your rest and make sure you're ready to play on game night. Because in our league, if you're not ready to play on game night, you're going to get beat. And also, you can't be rivalry tough. You got to show up every night for the Big East. If we don't show up every night in the Big East, we're not going to be able to compete for the championship. I know a lot of people don't probably think I'm crazy saying that. You know, when you have my job, that's your goal.
Were you confident that they would do that in this game? Because it just happened such an emotional game. Was there a sign early in the game where you thought they'd gotten the message and they were going to be able to pull it off?
I was really happy when the technical foul happened and nobody reacted. Something happened at the other end nobody retaliated. We got the advantage. We got the 2 free throws. But I told our guys in the pregame talk, you know, everything we've talked about team maturity and our mental state is going to be on display tonight. It's going to get the ultimate test. You know, have we grown up?
Mick, did you notice when Cash got hit into the support, 4.5 minutes left in the first half? You remember that? And he just bounced off and went to the line. You know, the kind of thing that might have in last year's game resulted in those, you know.
Yeah, you know, when I believe in our team, and I've been around really good teams, whether it was a head coach at Murray State, #1 in the country, at Cincinnati, my second year at Louisville, we were ranked as high as second. You know, I got confidence in my team, and if we just stay poised, we got a good team. So that's all I've been trying to explain to these guys is we control our own destiny. We have talent. We just got to make sure we have toughness, and we maintain our focus. And we got different guys who can put the ball in the basket. And, you know, we understand that execution wins games. Right now, defensively, you can't ask much more of your team than my team's giving.
Players said you really didn't congratulate them that much after the game. You talked more about that.
No, I expected to win the game, to be honest with you. I mean, let's be honest. Xavier's had some tough luck this year. Canty just got hurt. McLean had a broken jaw early in the season. Redford being out for the season for him is devastating. You know, you may say, well, he didn't start. It's a devastating injury, you know, because of their numbers situation. You know, I felt we were supposed to win the game. And, you know, for us, Sunday's a bigger game. It really is. You know, Villanova's won 44 straight at home in the building. So we have the ultimate challenge on Sunday. We got 36 hours to get ready for it, and we got to add travel. So, you know, I've been pretty matter of fact with them all year. I tell them it's their job to be motivated. It's my job to coach. And our toughness is going to get tested on Sunday. It's my message to them. We got to make sure we understand it. You know, we can't. We haven't achieved any goals yet, and nobody thinks we're any good still. So that's a good thing. So I'm just going to keep telling them.
Dante, for the last 3 years, has made some big shots against you guys. Everybody knows about 2 in Jamil, but how important was it to shut him down?
Last 2 years, Dante Jackson's made shots against us. He's a great kid. He's got tremendous character. He's had a great career at Xavier. And the last few years, we've guarded him with hands down. And, you know, it's nice to be able to tell our guys, hey, run him off the 3-point line and make sure if he takes one, it's highly challenged. And they did it. They did a great job. They did it while still helping on the penetration of Holloway. But they got back to him with attentiveness and really took him off of that. Because that's something that really hurt us in the last two games that we played against them.
I think the guys talked about how much they fed off the energy of the crowd. I mean, for you, what was it like seeing them kind of get rewarded for, you know, they've kind of been playing across some smaller crowds, they've gotten off to a great start anyway. What was it like for you to see them play in an environment like this tonight?
Well, you know, for me, I'd like to use all the motivation in the world. You know, it's us against the world. We got, you know, let everybody keep not believing in us as long as I can play that card. But, you know, the truth of it is home court advantage does make a difference in college basketball. It's a huge advantage. You know, our goal, I don't know if you've noticed our schedule, we play 5 teams on the road in the Big East that are ranked in the top 14 in the country. We need to win all our home games. We got 7 left. We need to go 7-0 at home. You know, and we need to sell those games out, and our students need to come to the games. You know, for 4 years, people have been talking about us getting better. We've gotten better for 4 straight years. Now we're even better. So, you know, we need support. If we get that kind of crowd, we sell that place out and get that every night, we got a good chance to go 7-0 at home. I just said it on the radio in our next 7 home games. You know, it matters. It's a, you know, I only look at it for winning games. It's nice for our kids. They deserve that. But it matters in college basketball. You have to play in front of that crowd and you're the road team. It matters, no doubt about it. So my message to our fans is, you want us to win, help us. Help us. We've got an undefeated team. We play another home game next Wednesday night. I know it's not against Xavier, but we need to sell the game out. We need the same enthusiasm for our team. That will help us win the game.
Talk about the job Larry did coming in
and really, seemed like he really frustrated Holloway when he was in the game.
Well, Larry made a big shot too. We struggled to score early. I didn't really panic because I thought we'd get going at some point, but it's nice to be able to put somebody in the game that's a senior, come in and make a big shot for you and get you going. But, you know, Larry can do it. The thing about Larry and Rashad, they can guard any type of guy. They can guard a penetrator, they can guard a shooter off screens. You just kind of got to tell them, you know, here's what this guy does, here's how they get him open. They understand, because they've done it. You know, they've done it so many times. And they've done it in the Big East against great players. So, you know, it's for us, it's not the first. I mean, some of my guys tried to guard Johnny Flynn, Scotty Reynolds. So, you know, Terrell Holloway's a great player. They've dealt with that before. And they've become better at it. It's a big advantage for me as a coach. And them guys got great pride in their defense. And they understand, if we do that, we're going to win the game. If we just give up 46 points, we're never losing. You know, now I don't know if we can continue to do that. That's probably unrealistic. But if we give up 46, we're probably going to win.
15 of 16 free throws, Coach.
Last question.
Yeah, I took over free throw shooting duties for this game. Starts at the top.